My advice is to plan early. Summer is a great time for us. We never have a downtime. I'm sure you don't either. But summer would be probably the most downtime that we have. Set goals. Sometimes you are one person and you've got a team and they're wanting you to do cool things with Hobsons. Set goals for them. Set time limits for them to get their things in and to get back and meet and make sure that you are meeting your goals as far as completion, because you want to turn it on before you get busy. Once orientation starts and those students get there and your office is full, you're not going to have time to go back and revisit this. That's why you need to check the filters, because you want to make sure nothing's broken either, because you don't want to have to be fixing something. The first year that we had Hobsons, I'll be honest with you, we can waive an MBA math, which is our pre-MBA math. Is like a pre-course for MBAs. If they have really high GMATs, we waive them out of that. So I had my filter written where it would remind people, you haven't completed MBA math yet, you haven't completed MBA math. I got a couple calls and it was embarrassing of people that were getting that message that we had opted out. So make sure that when you opt out, people, that you fix it in your filters. When you opt out, you don't want them to get that message. And think outside the box. Use Hobsons for lots of cool things. I've been talking to a lot of you yesterday and even today about different things that you do with Hobsons. It doesn't have to be admissions. It doesn't have to be applicants. It doesn't have to be prospects and connect. It can be anything. It can be using it for career services. Use it to collect data. See how much money that your students are making once they graduate and where they're going in the workforce. We actually have company contacts in our Hobsons. We have a career services person that her job is to go out and find companies all over the globe that are interested in hiring MBAs, and she gets contact information from personnel, human resources kind of people, and we also have our alumni contacts as well. And we sometimes will want to send them a message and say happy holidays, and the next message we send them says, we've got some MBAs looking for internships over the summer. Do you have anything available? We're getting tons of hits off of just being able to communicate with our companies and our alumni. Yes?
Are you encoding them in a certain way so that they don't receive, how do you do that?
Absolutely, absolutely. You have to have different attributes. And you'll have different source codes, so that you want to make sure that what you're doing in your communication plans, that you've got it coded. We have a source code of company contacts for companies, for example. With our career services, they're already students in our system. They've already been applicants. They've already been admitted. We've already coded them as graduated, what year they're graduated. I used to ask my colleague down the hallway, can you give me a list of people that graduated in fall 2009? Well, then you have to go, and it was all kind of in his personal folder and things like that, and take a while. Now we can push a button and get a list of all of our graduates. We can set up dashboards for our career service person. It says, we have students that come in and they only want to work in New York City, or they only want to work in DC, for example. I've got a dashboard set up for our career person where she can push a button and it'll give her a list of companies in DC with contact information, a list in New York, a list in Virginia, wherever that the student's interested in going. We're going to take that a step further because we've got industry type in there. Some of our kids want to go to finance jobs. Some of our kids want to go to IT jobs. Some of them want to do marketing or what have you. And so we've added that in there where we can say, oh, these companies hire marketing kind of students, or these companies hire finance type students. So we're doing a lot of cool things with that. And I did mention the survey. You can survey anybody that you want to get updated information. I encourage you, if you're not, I call it turning your prospects over again. If you're not turning your prospects over again, make sure that you are. Make sure you're asking them, are you still interested? Because if you're like us, we run our communication plans now off a term. So, and we didn't do that at first. We just was like, oh, we want to communicate to everybody. But now we've changed and we're running off term. Our application deadlines for fall 2013 is X or what have you. So if they're not coded in there that they're interested in fall 2013, they're not going to get those re-messaging or those messages. And we've already quartered them for fall 2012. 12. So that's why it's important to change your messaging for fall 2013. Change your look. Maybe they're a prospect in there and you write your filter that they were a prospect already in your system, so you want them to get a briefer version of what your prospect communication is. The sky's the limit with it. Think out of the box.